Okay, right then, start now then. Could you tell me how difficult it's been raising with and living with a son who has a drug problem?
It's a total nightmare. Just watching your son, it's like living with somebody with dementia. They're asking you a question over and over and over again, and just sitting and watching them slowly killing themselves. No, and you can't help them. You can't do nothing for them. Like I've ran to different places trying to get support. I did get the support for me, but with the son, it was up to him, didn't want that. I realised then, later on, he needed that help. He had to decide he wanted that help. But to watch him slowly just disintegrating, and then owing money out, debt he would have got into, and trying to me pay that debt for him. As me as a single parent with younger children, paying that debt it left me, I have health issues now. No, it's heartbreaking. Heartbreaking just watching your own child killing themselves and getting into the trouble and craving for a drug. There was one night I went down and it was the first time I've ever seen this. He was tripping and it was just like he was in space. And I ended up, I had to phone the other son to come up and take him where he had taken ketamine. He has tried meths, he's been on diazepam, cannabis, as a tramadol. He has tried everything. It got to the stage he was even crushing the diazepam and snuffing it up his nose. And you as a parent watching your child and just wanting to take that all away and just make them better and give them a good life, it's absolutely heartbreaking. And then when you've got younger children too that's seeing it, like he has a sister that just idolises him. And I have had trouble with her now, not through drugs, but just she's suffering a bit of depression now with it. Just watching her brother, what her brother went through. And then going on at night time and sitting up with him all night, just making sure he's still breathing. It's an absolute nightmare. And how they get the drugs is so easy. Especially here in Derry. I can't believe it's just around the corner from your own home, or it's far too easy. It's everywhere, absolutely everywhere.
And you personally, has it brought a sense of shame to your door?
It did at the start. I felt as if I let my Wayne down, that I wasn't a good parent. I wasn't married, but we had broken up from my partner a long time ago, and I thought, was that the case? And then rearing my children on their own, and you do blame yourself, and then people pointing the finger or judging you and things like that. Where I got to the stage then, I was running to different groups and different counselling sessions and trying to do everything I could for me and him. And then I realised then, watching our children and just looking at our young boys, our children, young fellas and girls, and seeing that they were doing the exact same thing as my son. And I thought, no, this needs to come out in the open. They let people know in this town what's happening. And I got to say, I'm not ashamed anymore now. My son had an addiction, and it's a sickness. It's like alcohol, cigarettes, and to be honest with you, a lot of people know what my family have gone through, and I want people to know what's happening in this town. It's not not my Wayne, it's somebody else's Wayne. No, there's a lot going on in this town at the minute.
Have you ever had to take him to hospital, in A&E from overdosing?
About 2 years ago, I was sitting up with him all weekend, and I had decided to go out for a cigarette, and I was sort of tired, and I closed my eyes for a couple of seconds, where it disappeared on me.
Sorry, do you want to stop?
No, I'll be okay in a wee minute. Where somebody had texted me, "Where's your son?" I said, "He's out the front having a smoke." And he says, "Go and check." And I did to check, he was gone. And the older brother, we went out and we searched the streets, and I ran up the ways, and the older son, he ran straight to the Peace Bridge, and I went down, got a car down the Foyle Road, or down the Foyle. We picked Ronan up at the Peace Bridge, and we drove towards the Craigavon Bridge. And there my son was up at the top of the Craigavon Bridge. Ronan got out of the other son got out of the car and ran and got up to him. And my son was just looking over the bridge, sobbing his heart out, where he was crying out for help. And when we got him to the hospital. I had to go back to my 2 children, so my son and the ex-partner had taken him to the hospital. And they talked to him and asked, was he alright? And he says he was alright, so he signed a bit of paper and they let him back out again. Which I was a bit annoyed at, because he wasn't alright, because he wouldn't have went to the bridge in the first place. And a week later, I think is when I released it was Andrew Quigley. And that poor Muller went through, and I sort of understood what she went through, not to the whole extent, because I got my son. I got him in time where she lost her son. After that, he had taken an overdose of diazepam, of blues, and I had to take him to the hospital again, where I had overdosed on them. But they didn't keep him. Had to bring him back home. He cried for them to keep him there, because they didn't want to go back home, because he knew he was going to do something silly. But it ended up we got him back home, and I just sat up all night with him. Just reassured him that I was there for him. And I know I'm not the only one out there that's gone through this. Since I've opened up about it, there's a lot of Mullers that's coming and talking to me and saying to me, what can I do? No, and I have told them about hurt, time to choose. I think Porky as well. I know him. I'm trying to think his name. I can't forget it. Whoever I call him Porky. I got in touch with him, and he had come up then and had been sitting talking to him. And because he knows and what it's like to be an addict, he could talk to him, and Eamon could connect with him. And it was amazing, because it was great sitting there knowing that Eamon was connecting with somebody that knew exactly what Eamon was going through. Now, you would do anything to get what you're fixed. Do absolutely anything to go out and get, if you haven't got the money, you'll do something else to get that fixed. No. Sorry about that.
No, come here. That's absolutely brilliant. That's plenty, yeah. Thank you for that.
Alright.
Alright, brilliant.
Just brought it all back to me.